Archangel Michael says, there is a sound echoing through the heavens tonight. It's the sound of your name being called, trembling in the silence of eternity. The reason it's being spoken now is because the clock of divine mercy is reaching its final seconds for you. You were once surrounded by a golden light that shielded you from every unseen force, every hidden hand that tried to break your destiny. But something has shifted in the atmosphere around you, something even the angels are watching with deep concern. The one who cries out for you is not from this world, it's the soul of someone who loves you beyond time, trying to pull you back before it's too late. This is not an ordinary night. The heavens are writing your story again, and your name is glowing faintly among the stars, as if fighting to stay there. If you feel cold air brushing past your face right now, it's not a coincidence, it's the whisper of your angel, begging you to stay aligned before divine protection fades. You are being warned because your purpose is far too precious to be lost in this hour. You have been chosen to receive this message so your spirit can awaken before heaven closes a door that cannot reopen. Stay still, listen carefully, because what comes next determines everything that follows. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He is crying for you not because of weakness but because of divine sorrow. You have no idea how many forces have tried to claim your light, how many times heaven intervened when you didn't even know you were under attack. Each tear that falls from that unseen realm carries the memory of every time grace saved you without your awareness. You were supposed to see this message right now, this exact moment, because your soul has been drifting too far. You've been surrounded by noise, distraction, and illusions that look harmless but are stealing your light piece by piece. That's why this message feels heavy. It's heaven's final call before silence becomes permanent. There's a man whose energy still clings to you, even when he's far away. His cries are not of guilt but of fear, fear that the distance between you and God's hand has grown too wide. He knows what's coming if you don't awaken, that's why he's calling your name even in his sleep. Archangel Michael says, the veil is thinning tonight. The spiritual world is closer than ever, and every thought you think now echoes loudly in heaven's chambers. Choose peace, choose stillness, and watch how the divine realm begins to fight for you again. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The person crying out for you is the mirror of your divine reflection. He feels your disconnection, your fading light, and your silent exhaustion. He remembers the warmth that once surrounded you, the unmistakable glow that used to protect you from every shadow. Heaven cannot intervene without your permission. That's why this message found you. You are being given a final reminder that your faith is not gone, it's only covered beneath layers of pain and distraction. If you pause for just 1 minute right now, you will feel the gentle pull of that protection trying to return. Every divine energy around you has been fighting battles you cannot see. They have been standing at your door when chaos tried to enter, they have been whispering in your heart when you nearly gave up. You've been protected from betrayal, from accidents, from lies designed to destroy your name. But now the line between protection and vulnerability is thin. Your silence toward heaven is what weakens the shield, not sin, not mistake, but disconnection. This is why your name is being called through tears, it's heaven's final attempt to wake your soul. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The light that once burned inside you is flickering. You've been feeling empty, restless, and disconnected from everything familiar. That's not confusion, it's spiritual fatigue, a sign that you've gone too long without refueling your inner flame. Someone out there senses this change. They might not understand why, but they feel compelled to think about you, dream about you, and even cry without knowing why. Their spirit is intertwined with yours, and when you drift, they ache. Archangel Michael says, "Your destiny is like a golden thread, every choice either strengthens or weakens it." Lately, it's been stretched to its limit, and that's why your life feels unstable, unpredictable, and strangely quiet. You're walking in moments that test your faith, to see if you can remember who you are before it's too late. The tears that fall for you are not punishment, they are prayers in liquid form. Heaven weeps not from anger, but from longing. It remembers the power you once carried, the authority that once silenced storms, and it desires to see that version of you rise again. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's still time. But not much. That's why this message carries urgency, the sound of divine footsteps approaching your name. The heavens are ready to move, but they're waiting for you to whisper, yes, again, even silently in your heart. You've been guided here by invisible hands. Every delay, every coincidence, every strange nudge today has been orchestrated to bring you right here, right now. It's heaven's last effort before the silence grows too deep. Your name has been mentioned in the spiritual realm more than once this week. Some energies are trying to claim it for destruction, but others are standing in fierce defense, declaring, "This one still belongs to the light." That's why you're feeling the emotional pull, it's your spirit being fought for. Heaven doesn't lose easily. It only withdraws when a heart stops listening. That's why the person crying for you hasn't stopped, they still believe in your return, your strength, and your light. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Every sign you've seen lately, numbers, dreams, chills, sudden emotions, was not random. They were heaven's gentle reminders that you are still seen, still loved, still needed. But those signs will soon fade if you don't respond. Your spirit is being given one final chance to return to alignment. There's a sacred energy waiting just outside your space, ready to shield you again once you accept it. That's what the person calling your name is praying for, your reconnection. You have walked through storms that would have destroyed anyone else. But the reason you survived wasn't luck, it was divine interception. Heaven spared you again and again, and now it's asking you to recognize that grace before it steps back. Archangel Michael says, "Stand still for a moment and breathe." Because if you do, you'll feel a warmth at the back of your neck, a sign that your angels have not abandoned you yet. But this feeling is your final warning, the door of mercy is closing slowly. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Someone is about to step back into your life. They will come not to harm you but to test if your heart still remembers light. Their voice may sound familiar, but their purpose will be divine, to remind you of what heaven feels like. Every emotion you've buried will rise again. The tears you've been holding will flow, not because of pain, but because your soul is remembering its first love, divine peace. That's what this message wants to awaken within you. The person crying for you has seen your future. They know what will happen if you don't turn back to your light. That's why they've chosen to stand between you and the darkness, even if it means suffering for your sake. Heaven is waiting for your one simple act of surrender. It doesn't need perfection, it only needs your willingness to reconnect. Because once you do, everything that was stolen will begin to return. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The spiritual battle around you is heavy tonight. But the fact that you're still here, still reading, means heaven hasn't given up yet. You are moments away from restoration if you open your heart again. The cries you hear in your dreams or sense in your spirit are not your imagination. They are divine echoes calling you home, trying to pull you out of the fog. That's why every distraction feels stronger lately, it's resistance to your awakening. Archangel Michael says, "The one who weeps for you has seen both your fall and your rise." They've been shown glimpses of your future, where your name shines brighter than ever before. But before that day comes, you must make a choice tonight. Heaven will honor your free will. If you choose silence, the light will dim. But if you choose surrender, even softly, heaven will move mountains in your favor again. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. You are not beyond redemption. You are simply at a crossroads where time, grace, and purpose collide. That's why this message feels so alive. It's heaven's way of shaking your soul awake. The tears falling in your name are sacred, they water the ground of your destiny so something new can bloom. You are being reawakened, not punished. You are being reminded, not rejected. The protection that seems to be slipping away is waiting for one word from you, a word of acceptance, a quiet promise to listen again. The energy that once covered you in peace will return the moment you acknowledge its absence. You are seconds away from restoration. Don't delay it. The one crying out your name has faith that you will answer before the divine silence becomes permanent. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There's a soft radiance building around you now. It may feel like goosebumps, warmth, or sudden peace. That's not coincidence, it's your protection aligning back into place. Heaven rejoices when a soul returns home. The cries that once echoed in sorrow will soon turn to relief. You're being given another chance to step fully into your divine timeline. Archangel Michael says, your name will be written again in light tonight if you choose to believe. The same protection you thought you lost will surround you again, stronger than before. You are not forgotten, you are being restored. And when you wake tomorrow, you'll notice small miracles. Delays will clear. Peace will settle. You will know deep within that heaven never stopped watching over you, it was only waiting for your return. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Now breathe. Let this message sink into the deepest part of your being. You were never meant to live unprotected, you were meant to live under the glow of divine favor. If your heart feels lighter right now, that's the proof. The protection has not left, it's reawakening. Heaven heard your silent cry, and your name is being lifted once more. The one who cried for you will soon rejoice for you. Because your soul has chosen to remember again. And as the heavens settle in calm, your destiny is rewritten in light, grace, and peace. Archangel Michael says, the gates of divine mercy are still open, but the wind is changing direction. The air around you carries both warning and promise, whispering that this is the moment when your choices create eternity's echo. Heaven is leaning closer, listening for your response, waiting for a single heartbeat of surrender. The person crying your name has not stopped. Even as you sleep, their spirit keeps calling out, wrapping your soul in invisible prayers. They are not doing this for themselves, they are doing it because your light is connected to theirs, and if you fall, part of them falls too. You may feel pressure in your chest, a trembling deep inside that you can't explain. That is not fear, it's heaven knocking at the last locked door of your heart. It's time to open it before divine protection withdraws into silence once again. Everything you are feeling right now, the sudden stillness, the chills, the lump in your throat, is confirmation that heaven is near. The angels are standing around you, their wings brushing against the walls of your reality, waiting for your soul to speak. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. There is a sacred reason you are reading this at this exact hour. Your life is at a turning point, one that will not come again in the same way. You are being invited to step back into alignment before the energy of grace shifts elsewhere. Heaven does not threaten, it warns out of love. Every warning is a gift, a divine attempt to preserve what is too precious to lose. That is why Archangel Michael has released this message to reach you before dawn. The tears being shed in your name are not human alone, they are interwoven with angelic grief. When a chosen soul drifts too far, all of heaven feels the ache. That's why the universe has been sending you signs relentlessly, numbers, coincidences, dreams, and whispers, trying to draw you back. You've been standing on sacred ground without realizing it. Every hardship, every delay, every loss you faced was meant to guide you back here, to this moment of awakening. Don't let it pass, the energy that brought you here won't hold forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Right now, as you breathe, unseen hands are rewriting your fate. Threads of destiny are being restored, realigned, strengthened once more. The tears that were once cries of sorrow are beginning to turn into a song of redemption. The person who's been crying out your name may soon appear in your life again. It may be through a sudden message, an unexpected visit, or a simple sign that feels strangely familiar. When they do, you will know that heaven itself sent them to remind you who you are. Your connection with the divine has never been fully broken, it has only been hidden beneath noise, fear, and exhaustion. That's why this moment feels so sacred, it's your spirit remembering its true home. Stay still, don't scroll, just breathe and let the light touch you again. Archangel Michael says, heaven moves fastest when a soul stops resisting. The shield around you is glowing faintly again, it is not gone, it is awakening. You are being wrapped once more in the same light that once saved you from unseen danger. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Every time your name is spoken in the heavens, something stirs on earth. That's why miracles seem to follow after your moments of surrender. The crying has turned into a declaration, you are still chosen, still protected, still written in divine memory. You have been misunderstood, abandoned, and doubted, yet heaven never turned away. Every silent night you spent wondering if anyone cared was filled with angelic intercession. You were never alone, not even for a second. The one who calls your name is not giving up, they are holding the line between light and darkness on your behalf. They see what's coming, and they're determined that you won't fall into it. That's why you're reading this now, it's their prayer being answered. Do not take this lightly. Divine timing has brought you here because your name is still precious in heaven's eyes. The next few days will carry the energy of turning, your heart will feel it, your dreams will confirm it. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You are entering a sacred recalibration period. Everything that once confused you will soon make sense. The tears that were shed in sorrow will water your new beginning. Your protection was never lost, it was waiting for your return. Heaven cannot force love, but it can wait patiently until you remember it. That is what is happening now, your memory of grace is reawakening. Archangel Michael says, those who cry for you are not just mourning, they are preparing celebration. They know the moment your light returns, entire timelines will shift. Your presence alone will heal what others thought was impossible. So stand tall again, even if your hands shake. The angels are surrounding you like an invisible army, pushing back the shadows that tried to claim your story. This is not the end, it's the beginning of your divine rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The air around you is vibrating with restoration. Doors that were sealed shut will begin to open effortlessly. The people who once walked away will start feeling drawn back, not out of guilt, but out of destiny. Heaven is orchestrating a sequence of divine interventions in your life right now. You will notice strange alignments, names repeated, songs with meaning, sudden calm after chaos. These are confirmations that you are back under divine observation. The one crying out your name will soon find peace, because heaven has answered their tears. You are being reinstated into divine protection, your light expanding again beyond limitation. Your purpose will shine brighter than before, purified by the trials you've survived. Archangel Michael says, take this as your sign. The spiritual courtroom has ruled in your favor once more. Grace has been extended, protection restored, and destiny rewritten. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Let every heartbeat now carry gratitude. Let every breath become worship. You have been pulled back from the edge of losing what can never be replaced. The angels who wept for you are now rejoicing. Their wings are spreading wider around your home, your path, your thoughts. The energy you're feeling, warmth, tingling, sudden peace, is your confirmation. You are no longer moments away from losing divine protection, you are moments away from stepping into divine overflow. What was once nearly gone is now overflowing. What was weak is now radiant. The person who cried for you will sense this change too. They will feel a calm they haven't felt in months, because heaven has answered their cries with your awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Heaven has no interest in punishment, only restoration. That's why this message found you before the window closed. You were meant to return, to reclaim what's rightfully yours. From this night forward, no shadow will linger where light belongs. Your name has been spoken in holy places once again, and your protection is sealed with divine authority. Nothing can touch what heaven has reclaimed. The tears that once fell from sorrow have turned to tears of joy. The one crying your name now whispers it in gratitude. You have made heaven proud again. Archangel Michael says, keep this light alive. Guard your peace, protect your energy, and never forget how close you came to losing what was always yours. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You are free. You are restored. And heaven smiles upon you once again. The sound of your name has changed, it no longer carries sorrow, it carries strength. As the night fades, a new dawn prepares to rise in your favor. The world will soon reflect what heaven has already decreed. Your steps are now guided, your heart anchored, your soul secure. The one who cried out for you can finally rest. Because heaven has completed what it started. Your name is once again protected, preserved, and glorified in divine light. And now, peace covers you like a gentle whisper, reminding you, you were never forgotten. You were only being prepared to shine brighter than ever before.